guys. So this is the seasoning of the roast chicken. I have my chicken already washed, clean washed and drained. So let me remove all that. As I said, I don't add my washing of the chicken to my videos because everybody have their way in washing their chicken. And this is Indian fried chicken. It's broasted. It's going to be broasted. It's a broast seasoning. This is what I'll be using. And I also have my green seasoning that I will be adding. And I have here paprika, black pepper, cornstarch, cayenne pepper, white pepper, and salt. So I'll add this mix goes in first. Cornstarch is a thing, it messes up the place, so just be careful. And I will be adding my green seasoning, but before I add my green seasoning, I just want to give this a mix. This type of fried chicken can be used with Indian food, like when you make biryani rice, plain biryani rice, you can make this to go with it. It's a very flavorful chicken. It's a little bit different from what we're accustomed making and going about doing our fried chicken. Now you can cut your legs into two. You will have your thigh, you will have your drumstick pieces. You cut your breast into two as well too, and you can leave it whole, but cut it out so it will be separated and each piece will fry crispy and crunchy. If you leave it whole and you don't cut it, the seasoning tends to not get in and flavor of that chicken to the bone and all to the insides. So that's one step. And now I'm going to use 1 pack of my seasoning mix here. I have 1 pack open, so this is gonna go in and we're going to mix it and let it coat the chicken pieces. You can smell the spices in this chicken here, in the spice. If you can't get access to the seasoning mix, you can use flour. Because it's just to coat the chicken. I just wanted to make sure that the chicken, the meat itself, got that seasoning from the pack before I add in my green seasoning, excuse me. So you can leave it like this and you can fry it. It will taste really good, but I always like to add a little bit of that green seasoning. I can't cook without that green seasoning. I won't be a true Caribbean girl if I don't add my green seasoning to my cooking. And once you add it, it tends to get a little wet because the moisture from the seasoning. Now, as I said, you can fry it just like this. It will give it a nice coat. It won't be too thick, but the traditional way is to add some buttermilk. And we're just going to be adding a little bit and just give it that mix. This will give it that extra crispiness to the batter. And if it feels a little wet, that's okay, it will dry out. And just to the top of it now, you're going to add a little bit of flour. Because it's wet, yes, you can fry it just like this. But to get it dry to go into the hot oil, just add a little bit of that dry flour and give it that mix. As I said, you can fry it just like that. It's just to take away the wetness. And that's all there is to it. And these pieces is going to be dropped into the oil, into the hot oil, and you'll get a nice coating on it. So just a little information, after mixing your chicken in your bowl, it tends to get a little sticky on you. So you're just going to remove them from that bowl and just slightly dust them with a little flour if it's looking dry to you, and put it in something separate, because if you leave it in your bowl which it was mixed in, it tends to remain a little sticky. So this is what you're going for. So these just have to be dropped into the hot oil now. So let's get frying these pieces of chicken. Once your oil is hot properly, put back your heat on medium. Now we will take our chicken pieces and drop them in the oil. Do not overcrowd the pot. At a time, and I'll show you when it's ready to turn. And the great trick to this version of roast chicken or fried chicken is to cover your pot. Cover your pot, let that heat build up in there. That steam will cook that chicken and your chicken will be moist. I'm just going to spin it so the hole on the cover will go to that side. And keep an eye on it. When it's ready to flip, it will be a nice golden color brown to the edges, and that's when you will flip. I will show you that in a second. We're going in to flip them now. Start with the first piece that you put in the oil, then the second piece, see, look at that. This version of fried chicken, doing it the broast way. This you can get in some of the grocery stores, carry them. Here, I know Bella store for sure you will get it. And as I said, if you can't get access to it, do it with the flour, and that cornstarch makes the difference. Also, what makes the huge difference in it It's the covering of the chicken, of the frying process. Let that heat get trapped in there, and it will come like if it's cooking under pressure, and you will get nice crispy chicken every time. I can touch my lid because it's heat proof. Smells so good in here. Look at that. Just give it that second flip one more time. And leave it on this side for just 2 minutes. Cover it back, and then we'll take them out. It's time for them to come out. Let me give you that closer look to them. This is what your chicken pieces is going to be looking like. And if you get your hands on that seasoning, I tell you, it's going to be extra flavorful. So it's time to take them out. And put them on a tray with a wrap. I'll show you. I have my tray with the wrap over it, and the holes, it's going to get air out at the bottom as well too. So let me get the rest frying. This is the piece that I left attached. So just put it down so it will be separated at the bottom so it will get to fry. Coming along nicely.